Is this frequency in use? Is the frequency in use? M0YKS. Back on it. Is this frequency in use, please? This is Mike 0 Yankee Kilo Sierra asking. Is a frequency occupied? Mike 0 Yankee Kilo Sierra. Mexico 0 Yankee Kilo Sierra. Is this frequency in use? Nothing heard. CQ 80 meters, calling CQ 80 meters. Hello, 80 meter band. CQ on 80, calling CQ 80 meters. From Mike 0 Yankee Kilo Sierra. Mexico 0 Yankee Kilo Sierra. CQ 80, hello 80. Hello CQ, hello CQ. CQ 80 meter band. This is Mike 0 Yankee Kilo Sierra. M0YKS. CQ 80 meters, calling on 80 meters. Mexico 0 Yankee Kilo Sierra. CQ 80 meter band and standing by. So I'm going to try 80 meters. I've been checking 20, it's dying off a little bit, might get better in a little while. So right now I'm down on 80. 3728. CQ, calling CQ 80 meters. Calling CQ on 80 meters. This is Mike 0 Yankee Kilo Sierra. Mexico 0 Yankee Kilo Sierra. CQ, hello CQ. CQ 80, CQ 80 meters. Mike 0 Yankee Kilo Sugar standing by. So I've got the brew ready to keep me going. Hopefully you can hear the audio okay of the radio. Excuse me. CQ 80, hello CQ. Calling CQ 80 meters. This is Mike 0 Yankee Kilo Sierra. M0YKS. CQ 80 meters and standing by. A couple of stations in there, I didn't get the call sign. If you'd like to try again, please. This is Mike 0 Yankee Kilo Sierra. G1, was it DDY? Go ahead. Yeah, Roger, got it that time. Thanks very much. Just a little bit quick for me there. I'm just getting settled in. You're the first contact for me here on 80 tonight. So thanks very much for coming back. Golf 1 Victor Delta Yankee, M0YKS. My name's Simon, Sierra, India, Mike, Oscar, November. And I'm located a few miles north of Bradford. I'm in a place called Baildon. Got you quite nicely. I'll give you a signal report on the next one. I was just getting the log sorted out on that one. So back to you from M0YKS. Yep, about 5'9". Excellent.
No problem at all. So, what can you say that I've spoken to you before? I can't share that, of course.
No, I think it's the first one.
I don't usually bother too much with dating at the band, you know. I don't like the 60 meters with a 60 meter band. There's a lot of activity on there, unfortunately, and the one that shows the quite open, these ones, you know. Anyway, there we are. Running about 140 watts here, just off the radio. So that's having quite a nice audio and good signal there, so I'm in here. Back to you from G1
Yeah, Roger John. Well, I've got you coming through nicely also at my end, so nice signal coming back from Stoke-on-Trent up to West Yorkshire. And yeah, you're coming up to the 5x9. I've got a bit of attenuation in to get rid of some of the noise level, but you're a solid copy, sounding good, and the audio's nice and strong and sounding nice. So yeah, easy to listen to and hear what you're saying there. But yeah, good stuff. Well, I'm running a fan dipole. It's a 80/40 homebrew fan dipole. That's up at about 30 feet at the highest point, and it's a kind of an inverted sort of V almost. The 40 metre section certainly is. The 8 is more or less flat with a slight slope on one leg. That's what I'm running from. And the power I'm running, I'm just looking at the power meter, about 250 watts. Not really driving the amplifier at the minute, just keeping it pretty low. I've got a Russian amplifier, a couple of GI 7B valves in it, and the radio is an FT1000 MP Mark 5 field, putting out about 10 watts with a GM5 studio mic. So that's the setup. But yeah, it seems to be in good shape. Excuse me. And obviously about going on 60 meters, I think you said. I don't operate on there too much. I do have a listen occasionally, but I've not got round to putting an antenna up yet, to be truthful. Keep thinking about it, but it's one of them jobs I will do one day, but not as yet. So yeah, it's quite an interesting band. I've heard some good DX coming through, and it's at times it can be good, but most of the time I've listened, it's mainly been data or digital mode, which is not my kind of thing. I can do it. I've got a rig blaster, but prefer to pick up the mic and have a QSO. So that's the story. But yeah, just messing around and been up on 20 a bit earlier, and also on 10, and do a bit of short skip. Managed to work an Italian station on FM on 29 megs, so that was quite nice on the simplex. So that's the situation. G1 VDY, great signal, 5x9 from M0YKS.
M0YKS, G1 VDY, Simon. Full copy there, no problem at all, yeah. I am along with my, I have the M01000 Mark 5 field, which I traded in a can. And I also traded in a can with the 870. So I bought the X101 MP.
Sounds good.
Which is very nice range, yeah. And once you've got it, all the audio set up, with photometric settings and audio. So I'm using a 308 Sedanic through the dummy. That's microphone. Pardon me. So that's the radio at the moment, and yeah. And one wire about 126 foot in length, and that fell into 91 London, and worked quite well on this band, So there we go. Mainly on this band, I think, But for 50 metres I've got a...
Got a dog scratching in the background.
Which is about 25 foot to the front. That works quite well on 60 metres and 40,
That's a bit of noise reduction I put in there.
And I've also got a vertical to the bottom of the garden, which that works on top man to 6 metres, And there's much tuning at all, I think. And of course, verticals come into their own, if you want to
Sure do.
4 o'clock in the morning.
That's my vertical. Can't hear him.
Apart from that, we tend to be electricity down on the horizontal,
Better, innit?
Of an evening sort of thing, you know. But it's a good antenna and very lightweight. There's no weight in it much at all. But the radio cut on it and plenty of grounding on it, you know. And I tuned it up as well. I must have actually been on for a couple of years now. Just when it's on the stun mast, you know, that up and down.
Good stuff.
So,
So we can see this chat.
you know, when it comes in the winter, it's just dead easy just to drop it down, you know, onto the flat onto the board. So, so there we
Oh,
are.
there we are.
Also got the 7300 here, which is kind of radio. And the car got the 7100, which I mainly use on the ATF and that, you know. So that's so there we are. And the green look for a dash microphone. We've got 3 dash microphones here. Not much for the first mic, you know. But anyhow, there we are, and that's really set. Just got a curl in here, you know, to use it just really get. And that's about the size of things, anyhow. But I do like a big radio, you know, like you go 2000. So I traded the 2 radios in because, I mean, you know, these are quite pricey, these, the 101 MC, and
Sure, right, nice radio though.
made the deal a lot sweeter, as you might say, you know. So there we are. No, I didn't want to get footed up with too many radios.
Got the 101.
So that's how it goes anyhow. As I say, it's on the radio, that's 101.
Sounds good.
Anyhow, I'll pass it back to you, see what you made of all that.
Yeah, quite a lot. Yeah, QSL, I got it all anyway, that's the main thing. The signal held up nicely, and yeah, coming through very good indeed from your part of the world. Good copy. Yeah, it's nice to be on 80, it makes a change. Having a bit of a rag chew and yeah, working a few guys. Like I say, I think it's the first time we've met, so that's good. But yeah, the 101 sounding extremely nice. So I can't fault the audio, it's very nice and clear. And yeah, that antenna's working well. Well, I like verticals. I do have a vertical antenna myself. It's a commercial one. It's a Hustler 6 band vertical. I've had it for 15 years or more. Just repaired it actually, but I'll tell you about that in a sec. But yeah, it's ground mounted, and it's got a few radials on it. It's got a couple of about 4 radials for 80, 4 for 40, and a couple of radials for 20. But I mainly use it on 40 meters. If any band, it does the 6 bands, but it seems to work quite well on 40, and I generally hop on that one. I use it on 80 a lot listening wise. It receives extremely well. It's got a very low noise level, which is surprising, but it's a lot quieter than the dipole on receive. But obviously the signal doesn't get out quite as good as this half-wave dipole that I'm on now. Well, it doesn't appear to, but I have worked across the pond on it, on 80, on the vertical. I've been in Canada and North America and South America, but I've also done it on this dipole. So this dipole, I'm not sure which is the best. It's good to have both. I've got them on a switch, so I can switch between the two. I did actually flick over to the vertical, join you over, but it was terrible. Couldn't hardly hear you. So maybe if it were DX signal, it'd be a different situation. But yeah, it's always good to have a few antennas and excuse me, and work vertical for the DX and stuff. But I've got a few antennas up. I'm quite fortunate. I've got a HF beam at the bottom of the garden for the higher bands. It's only a mini beam, but it works well. And I've got a delta loop up in the trees for 20, which I sometimes forget about. And the Hustler, along with a couple of VHF antennas. I have a tri-band, sorry, a monoband 2 meter trilinear. Trilinear. It's like 5/5/5. It's an F23. That's quite a big beast with a bit of gain on it. I think it's got 8 dB gain on that one, strictly FM, monoband, 2 meter band radio plugged into that one. That's good. That's up on the house. And then I've got a couple of satellite antennas, a 5-element Yagi for 2 meters, and a 15-element 435 X-beam for 70 sems or 437 megahertz for the satellite bands. That's on a azimuth elevation rotator. I've had all this stuff a long time, so it's nothing new. The most recent kit is a 2980, which is just a straightforward 2 meter FM monobander, which I got for my birthday this year. And yeah, so I've got a number of radios. I don't ever sell anything. I've got loads of stuff kicking about, but in the shack in front of me is the FT1000, which I'm on, the 847, and the 890, the 2980 and the 890. So I've got them plugged in, up and running in the shack, and then I've got a few others for standby and stuff, like you do. But sounds like you've sold them all and got you send one big good one. Maybe I should do the same, but I'm kind of fond of these. I've had them a long time. I've had this FT1000 a number of years, so you know, I'm kind of used to it, and it's working well. So that's it. But yeah, good stuff. Yeah, I repaired the Hustler vertical. I'm going to mention that. I've had that since 2004, and it's had plenty of bends on it, so it was getting a bit banana-like. So I recently just bought a bit of aluminium tube from a British supplier. It cost me £19, and cut out the section that were bent and replaced it, and it's been working fine. So that's a bit nice and straight now. So yeah, that's all what I've been up to. So back to you anyway, unless you've got anything to add to that one. From Mike 0 Yankee Kilo Sierra. Yeah, I can hear him now. Yeah, there's not a great deal. It's probably not quite as strong, a couple of S points down, but it's definitely doing better vertical for me to receive you on my vertical, which I just tried. I flipped over while you were talking. When I tried it on the dipole, I couldn't hear you. When I flipped, when you went to the vertical, now on the vertical, I could hear you. So yeah, definitely different, but not quite as strong as what you were originally, but stronger on my vertical, if you can make sense of that one over.
I'll touch the screen in a second, go back to the horizontal. Yeah, okay, Simon. Yeah, well, verticals tend to come in. You used to say that they always, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, may make a vast difference.
Definitely.
But, it's just because they're well under radiation, aren't they? And,
Good evening, Barry. Also, Grim Biker and M0YKS. Give me a shout in a minute.
That's about it, And what I did was I put about 30 foot of wire from the top, so, I took room with it.
Sounds good. I thought of doing something like that to mine.
And it sort of came to life, I should say 20-30% better on all the bands,
Right.
with this 30 foot of wire coming off the top,
Very interesting.
So,
I've considered doing this myself.
so there we go.
I thought about doing a T configuration from the top of the vertical with wire.
I think you should have trap and the 80-meter trap it up so I can make it a bit top heavy, but you keep the top one off, the 80-meter one, and you get the same as I've done, put about 30 cut the wire from the top, floating to his shower, and it works quite well, So, considerably, just to have the antenna of the water tower and everything, anyhow.
Yeah, evening Daniel,
But,
Chris, all the Facebook crew, as well as the YouTubers.
I've got these radios that you can extend, you know. You can extend them, you know, put the analyzer on it, a short battery, and you can just, you know, mainly to what bands you use, mainly, you know, and
Yeah, there's a whole heap of you in there. Chris, Monica, Tim, Dylan, Alex, John, Robbie, Dingo, Tony, Nigel, Daz, Daniel, Kev, Kath and Rune.
Quite unusual, you know, knows very well. But anyhow, they are. And I do like the tune and the 3D and a lot of noise. You can tune a lot of the noise out and, you know, without losing the frequency, which is very good. Works very well, you know.
Yeah, I know what you mean, to the verticals.
So there we go, and it's, once you get used to it, well, any radio, you know, it's no problem, is it?
No, I can just attenuate it down and the noise disappears. Signal's not as strong, but it sounds better.
I tend not to use the sub-bandwidth at all. You know, it's there if you want to, I suppose, you know. Oh, yes, 4 meters, which I haven't got an antenna for.
Someone else in there.
I have used the good my vertical one, because the vertical could be 6 meters, you know. And it doesn't do too bad at all, even though it's ground mounted, you know. So, there we go, you know. I'll pass it back to you, Simon, and then I'll just put it back over to the horizontal from 200.
Yeah, no problem, John. Well, I heard everything you said, and there's a lot what you said which I found very interesting, especially with the additional bit of wire on top of the vertical. I've considered doing something like that myself quite a few times, from M0YKS returning to G1VDUI. I think there's someone else on the side as well. Well, I'll let you come in a second if you don't mind standing by. I have thought about putting possibly a T type of configuration, possibly. I'm not sure how that would fare with the wire, possibly doing it that way, maybe consider it. I'm not sure how it would work with the vertical upright and a horizontal attached to the top equally either side. So, you know, maybe try that one day. I don't know if it would be a winner or we have any problems, but certainly the added wire, I've had a few guys operating like that with the wire going vertically up and then a nice additional length, kind of like an inverted L almost. So yeah, sounds like a plan to consider. And the 6-band vertical I have really receives extremely well on top band. It's amazingly quiet, and I get some very strong signals. So with a bit of additional wire fitted on there, that could be a go. But the good thing about that particular antenna is it has a large resonator on the top for 80 meters. So it's just something like off the top of my head, I'd say it were a 10mm thread. So I could simply get a bit of all thread and wind my own top end coil, convert it from the 80-meter resonator to 160 if I fancied that. That's something else I could consider as well, John. So all these bits of things to keep your fingers in there busy. But there's always a job to do. I've just purchased 3 rolls of military spec wire from Soto Beams actually. They'll be arriving, and I'm going to make a few more of these fan dipoles, these 8040 ones, see if anybody else wants one. So just a bit of fun, and that's the situation. But yeah, there is someone on the side there, so I'll see how you're coming back on the horizontal, and then if you don't mind, we'll see who the other station is. Golf 1 Victor Delta Yankee in Stoke-on-Trent. This is Mike 0 Yankee Kilo Sierra, Baildon, north of Bradford. Back to you, John.
on the horizontal, okay?
Yeah, no problem. The station in there, do you like to go ahead with the call? This is Mike 0 Yankee Kilo Sierra listening. Gone quiet now. Shy. No, I'm not hearing anything, so maybe they got a bit bored of waiting. I'll just give it one more shout, M0YKS.
Tuned up now, Simon, so
That's
you
better.
carry on. I didn't hear anyone.
Yeah, I think it might have been someone fooling around possibly, but yeah, that's great. It's sounding very nice. I think the band's possibly getting a bit better, to be truthful. Maybe as we get a bit later on, it probably will, but yeah, good stuff. You're coming through very solid signal with the IPO in line, and I've got 12 dB of attenuation. You're still hitting the 5.9 over.
On video, well, it's okay, Simon. Yeah, it sounds like you've got a bit of what they call an aerial farm. I've only got a small garden in it, so I can't do that, exactly what I'd like to do. I'd have probably put foundations up myself a long time ago, but I just haven't got the space, So, you can only do what you can do. And,
True enough. You've got to compromise sometimes.
Sort of thing around the UK. Occasionally I'm quite happy. But,
Oh, respectable signal.
Actually, it's in the winter time now. I am to get up at it. I got up at about 3:30 one morning. Had one of them nights when you can't just get up sleep properly, it happens now and again. And I thought I'd just switch the radio on and put the headphones on and have a listen around. And the students are coming through, pounding through, plus 30s, and yet when I switched over to the horizontal, they dropped right down to about 25. I couldn't believe it, well, it worked on the vertical. It really did. But I haven't got up at that time in the morning since, But there you go, anyway. I've never had a linear assignment, but I tend to find that, lots of shows enough for me. And I thought I've got that bit of extra power now. I know it isn't a lot. Up to 200, but...
That's not bad, we're doing alright.
But anyhow, there we go. But of course you can't, well, legally you can't use more than 100 on 60 metres anyhow. I suspect some people do, but anyhow, there we go. I think 60 metres hasn't been too brilliant in the daytime, just of late. But it tends to really open up in the evenings, Till quite late, it's like it works that way in the summertime.
So the wilds upstairs, obviously they're coming out of the shower with the dog row.
A few years ago, I got the antenna, I took it down, and I still got one of those comic rotary dipoles, trap dipoles. And it worked very well, that did, on course,
I've seen the trap dipoles before, rotatable ones, they do look quite a nice antenna.
But anyhow, as I say, I took it down and put the inverted dipole instead. And that worked very good. Pretty close to 50 metres, and it works well on 40. So, 229. And of course the vertical works pretty well on there as well, Well, I think the verticals just need to come into the zone from 20 metres upwards, It don't really have a tune
I'm going to give you a shout in a sec there, M0YKS.
Up to 10,
Fran. Excellent.
There we go.
I'll say to rat this guy now and bring in someone else that's talked more than me.
Just changing the subject. I took the car out to take the car up today. A pretty cool,
The subject's getting changed, I'll have to change it back.
The emissions, you know, for the software. And I think it's sort of made the mixture a little bit on the lean side now. And
I think I might start a bit of Morse myself. I've got my key up here.
really gone up, you know.
I might be able to learn it by the time he's finished talking.
So, I think it was registering, when I was coming back home, it was registering 73 miles per gallon. Well, the normally get about between 55, 60. So, that's what it was telling me, anyhow. So, we really did take the costing up, and I think quite pleased with that.
Good stuff on the antenna you've made. That'll be interesting to see if it works there. From. We'll have a listen in a sec.
Well, then you can move up 2 or 3, but it's still economic long term. I don't have to pay any road tax, you know, with the lower emissions. It is a diesel, 1.6 litre. And I think I'll be sure to change it actually, so. And I have 5 years free service.
Yeah, this is the MFJ, this one here is a 962D, 1.5 kilowatt one, and that's the 969 300 watt one. I got this one from America, imported, and this is bought from Watson Stanton. Don't be laughing. I'll be getting in trouble for being disrespectful on air. But there has been a bit of tumbleweed just blow through my front room carpet.
It's your radio sounding very good, anyhow. Did you say you were using? Well, I didn't quite, I probably forgot if you told me. When you were using the stock mic.
No, I'm not.
I suspect you're using a studio mic or something like that. I'm not too sure. So, too long really wide.
Yeah, Roger John, it's a GM5, a Heil studio mic. I've had it for quite a long time. Must have had this for 10 years or so. And if you look me up on QRZ, you'll see it all. I've got a homemade mini lattice tower with a paddle on, a couple of switches, and the microphone sits on that. I teach welding at a college, so I can make bits and bobs out of metal for myself. But yeah, all received loud and clear. I've got a couple. I've just had a message from a station trying to get in touch with me. So if you don't mind, John, I'm going to push on a little bit because I'm not going to be on all night, and I want to try and get a couple more QSOs if that's okay with you. But you're doing a fantastic job with that setup there, and 200 watts is more than adequate. I'm only running 2 to 300 myself, looking at the meter at this particular audio level. I could turn it up. I've got the processor switched off and the mic gain back down, so it's just hopefully not too over the top. But I could crank it up a bit, but I don't think there's much point. But yeah, you're doing a great job. I find that 200 watts is more than enough on 80 meters. So I mean, the other night I was talking to guys on 10 watts and less light who were really superb conditions. So on that note, because I know there is a station wanting to get in touch with me, an M6 station, I've just had a message, just made an antenna tonight. I'm just going to see if I can work them, if that's okay, and possibly a couple of other guys before I have to go QRT. But I do appreciate you giving me the call, and it's very nice to have met you here on 80, and I'll certainly listen out for you on 5 megahertz there. I'll have to get this end sorted with a proper antenna, but I'll certainly listen for your call when you're on there. There was a bit of a post on Facebook on one of the groups, people trying to encourage a little bit more activity on there, I noticed. So I'll have to try and make an effort and listen a bit more and see if I can get you. So I'll put it back to you for a final, and then I'll just pick up the station that's going to try out the antenna. So back to G1VDY, lovely to have met you, from Mike 0 Yankee Kilo Sierra. Hope to do it again sometime soon, John. Back to you.
Okay there, Simon, no problem. I want to get up and get get me a cup of tea before bedtime. And it's been great having a chat with you anyway.
Yeah, no problem about keeping the volume down. I've got 2 upstairs asleep. That's Sparky Clark. Nice name. 2EZOWLQ. As you say, it's in the necessary to get to the distance signal, isn't it? So, Well, I hope I'm going to be your first 80-metre contact from. That'd be nice.
okay, Simon, and you get to your friend there, trying to get in touch or whatever, and that's the end of your co-activity. So that's 70 degrees, Simon. And you're the rest of the evening, what's left of it?
Not much.
Speak to you again, no doubt, hopefully. Take care, and you on really well.
Yeah, QSL John. Well, it's been a real pleasure meeting you, my friend, and great signal all the way through. No difficulties whatsoever. Super copy. So I'm sure that we'll be working you again very soon, and I'll certainly look forward to it. Thanks very much indeed for coming back to my call. I appreciate it. And take care, stay safe, stay healthy, and we'll listen for you again. G1VDY M0YKS. Good night.
All that, Simon. Bye-bye now.
Thank you. Yes, I wonder if Fran's there, if you can copy me. Mike 6 Yankee India Kilo. This is Mike 0 Yankee Kilo Sugar listening.
Yes, Mike
Wow.
Yankee Kilo Sierra. This is Mike 6 Yankee India Kilo. You copy, Simon?
Yeah, I'll have to get a new pair of ears, Fran. You've just blown them off. Yeah, excellent copy. That antenna that you've just knocked up is working a treat. I didn't see the signal. I was too busy just typing you in the log because I didn't know whether I'd get you, so I thought I'd wait and see whether we could hear you, but obviously we can. Very nice indeed. I'll put it back to you from Mike 0 Yankee Kilo Sierra. True signal, 20 dB. Doing well. Yeah, QSL, so am I, and I'm really pleased to be the first one, I think you said, for 80 metres, so that's a special privilege for me. And yeah, your signal report with everything knocked off, all the attenuation back to normal, your 20 dB over, solid copy. That's a real 20 dB over, so you're doing a great job. And yeah, booming through, absolutely fantastic, and congratulations on the antenna, doing a super job for you. And great to get you on 80 for the first time, and all the rest of it there. So brilliant. I've got you in the log as well, and yeah, I noticed you're up to the north, and looking on QRZ. I just saw you up there. So it's great to be working up to the other side of the area there. From M0YKS, back to you. Yeah, it's got a great picture. Sounds good. Now, hopefully the first of many. I'm sure it will be with a signal like that. Yeah, excellent stuff. Well, you're booming through from M0YK M0YKS returning, and it's absolutely wonderful. It's great that I managed to pick you up so easily. Fantastic copy, and also we're hearing that you're making it out of Devon via the stream that is going along with the live stream that we're running there. And yeah, it's great to see the interaction and the comments and getting the call signs and managing to work you. So congratulations, mate, and lovely to be your first 80-metre contact. And if you want a QSL card, I can sort that out if you're collecting them. I've just got me sent a new batch recently, so drop me an email if you want one. Obviously, if you don't want one, I don't mind. I'm not pushing one on you. I don't particularly love sending them out, but I will do on a special occasion like that. And yeah, great picture as well. Love the picture of you there operating on QRZ, and fantastic effort. Looks like a nice bit of kit you got there as well on that picture. So yeah, lovely to get you in the log, Fran, and keep up the amazing work. We'll have to see if we can get you on 40 metres next. I'm sure that'll be possible. So back to you for a quickie, and then I'll see if there's anybody else. And it's great working you. M0YK and M0YKS, over. Yeah, he's coming through fantastic. No problem, Sparky Clark. We'll get you next time.
Like I said, my home QDH is only 1 mile from the coast, and I'm only
very nice.
5 feet above sea level. So it's only a 5-10 minute walk to the beach there. That's where I normally do my DX for, like I say, hopefully on 20 metres and such. But everything that I tell us, and the beautiful occasion on that. And thank you very much for the opportunity, and it's a pleasure. And hopefully I'll catch you in 11, 40 or 20. I'll see you 73 on the hold, and hopefully you'll get some more contacts maybe. Thank you very much, Simon. 73, yeah.
Yeah, QSL, Fran, all received. Well, perfect copy. Equipment working superb, very reliable signal. No QSB whatsoever, so you're doing a great job. And I suspected it was a Klansman radio on the picture. A friend of mine's just recently got one, and he's getting into it also. I've probably taken a look at that. So yeah, very interesting. I might have to give you a shout if I get stuck helping him set it all up. But yeah, good stuff, and really appreciate you coming back to the call. And you take care of yourself. Sounds like you've got yourself a lovely location for playing radio next to the coast. We're about 600 feet up here on the edge of the moors, which you probably know already anyway. So catch you again, and thanks for watching, commenting and all the rest of it. You take care, my friend, and it's a real pleasure meeting you for the first time. Mike 6, Yankee India Kilo, fantastic copy from M0YKS. Take care. 73. Very nice, well done, good copy. Is there anybody else out there? This is Mike 0, Yankee Kilo Sierra, M0YKS listening. Ah, nice copy there. I think that's Barry, G6 JMX, I believe. Go ahead.
That's great, Simon. Well, 5 yards up speak with me down in South West London. And what's my report there, Simon? Back to you.
Yeah, you're hitting 5x9 plus 10 with the 12 dB attenuation and the IPO switching. So if you come back again, I'll switch it all off and give you a full true report. Wow. 30 over.
Yeah, I'm still using the long wire.
It's getting quiet as a band now. Leave the attenuation off.
600 ohms at the line, and in a 1-to-1 balance. And 4 foot high, I think I told it, before.
Nice shot. Barriers.
Anyway, you're a good signal, cracking signal here. So M0YKS, G6JMX.
Yeah, wow, I'm just looking at the shack, Barry. I haven't looked for a bit, and looking at that radio of yours, fantastic. G6 JMX M0YKS. Well, you're peaking 30 dB over, solid copy, beautiful signal, booming, the strongest signal so far tonight. So everything that you've got set up down there is working fantastic, and that looks like an interesting mag loop system you've got. I like the idea of it being on a rotator as well. and the radio's looking really nice. Extremely good picture with the cat there as well. Loving all that. So yeah, excellent looking shack, and audio sounding superb. So I think it's probably the best copy. I think it's the third time I've worked here now, so I would say this is the best one so far of the band conditions between us there. So yeah, I'm only running 10 watts out of the radio, driving about 250 out of the amp, just keeping it reasonable low profile tonight. Lot of a light up next door's fairy lights, hopefully on this kind of power, and not that it really matters, but they'll probably get a bit fed up of all the bushes flashing, but yeah, that's how it goes. But yeah, anyway, lovely to work here, and obviously you'll be able to hear how well you're coming through on the other end there. From M0YKS, sounding great, Barry, over.
I'll switch to M0YKS. So yeah, okay, fine, Simon. Thanks for that. And yeah, the station manager there, thought it was up. She was till 5 o'clock, which she was upsetting. I should probably get another text after this coronavirus is finished there. Anyway,
sorry to hear that.
I won't start holding, Simon. I think there's probably some more people waiting to call in there. And so I'll put it back to you, Simon. M0YKS, I'll fix you like intro.
G6JMX M0YKS. So sorry to hear about that, Barry. I know what it's like. I've always had pets, and we've had cats, dogs, all sorts of stuff since I was a kid. Number of them over the years, and obviously they become part of your family. At the moment, I've got the two lurchers. Replaced the old one I had for many a year, which I'm sure you remember. He lived to be well, I had him for 15 years, and he was a rescue. So I don't know, it must have been about 19 or something. But these two are in the prime at the minute. They're both 3 years old. So one of them's just injured his leg, actually, being silly, running over the moors a bit daft. Caught it on somewhere. He's got a bit of a graze down the side, so he's feeling a bit sorry for himself. Always something. But yeah, anyway, great to hear you, Barry, and yeah, I'm envious of that radio. It looks beautiful. Keep up the fantastic signals. Always a pleasure to work here, and many thanks indeed for all the support over the years, through the internet, through the blog or the web, the site, YouTube, all the business there. You've always been there. I do appreciate it, mate. Keep us going. So you take care, and we'll talk to you soon. G6JMX M0YKS 73. Good night. Thanks for calling.
Yeah, cheers, Simon. Catch you later. EI5JF.
Echo India 5 Juliet Fox, I think. Go ahead.
Good evening, Simon. Good to hear you again. We worked recently, I think.
Yeah, I remember.
28th of last month. How are you doing? You sounding good? Good 59 into County Tipperary, okay?
Yeah, Roger, I can remember you there. So I can remember the QSO. I think you said that you were into motorbikes before or something like that, if I remember correctly. I'm sure that's you. But yeah, good stuff. Nice to catch you in there again. I'm just putting in the log so I don't have to do it later. I like to log everybody, even though we work a number of times, it doesn't matter. I just like to keep a little record of it. But yeah, lovely to hear you, Andy. Fantastic sounding audio again, and beautiful copy to Baildon in West Yorkshire. I'll give you a signal report on the next one. I was just looking at the page. From M0YKS, I hope you're well. Back to you.
Simon, M0YKS, so 5 Juliet Fox. Apologies, I think it's an 8 time round, so I don't think you've got me anyway, Andy. And yeah, I was just listening to your last year, so I was just looking down through your pictures. Made me think I must put more stuff on my QRZ page. It's a bit thin, but I do love your just scroll down to the wolf with the moon. That's a great one, guys.
Oh yeah, I'm always messing about with these little pictures and stuff and keeping myself entertained. It's I don't know what it is. It's just when you get bored, you just play about, and sometimes they turn out half decent. But yeah, a few people like that one. I did actually get an email from a guy in Indonesia, and he asked me if I could doing something similar, and so I ended up doing it. But of course, the one I did was a picture of a wolf with snow on it. So I put his call sign on it. I forgot what it is off the top of my head. If you're catching this, I'm doing a live stream by the way as well. If you're catching the stream, I do apologise. Forgot your call sign. But yeah, basically it had snow on it. So when I sent it over there, it looked cool. But then my YL said, "Does it snow in Indonesia?" I looked it up, and I asked Google and I said, does it snow in Indonesia? And it's never snowed in Indonesia. So sometimes I get a bit carried away there. But yeah, lovely copy. Yeah, 20 dB over solid, and the audio sounds great. And yeah, I've got looking at your page also, and you've got some alright pictures on there anyway, and some good information. I just keep throwing stuff on when I get bored. That's the story. I'll probably get carried away. Echo India 5, Juliet Fox. Once again, you're live on the net, of course, from M0YKS. Back to you.
I didn't find the link last time I tried to click on it from Echo India 5 Juliet Fox. And some lovely pictures of the family there. You can see you're a happy man there. And yeah, we're using the 7300 at this side, the same radio, Simon, the Icon 7300. It does get some comments regarding the audio.
Sounds good.
A standard microphone and
yeah, I like the 857. I've got one in the van.
You know, you're sounding brilliant, of course, coming across here. And the weather here, the WX has been awful, absolutely awful. The last few days it's been more like almost a February, March day, an overcast sort of day. I think we'll get a bit of high pressure soon, but today I went for a walk this evening down to the village and I had a jacket on, and I was looking at the little houses in the village and they had their fires going. You could see the smoke coming out of the flaming chimneys. And
Yep.
crikey, I think we're going a bit backwards, but
Yeah, it's definitely not summer.
we'll get some decent weather.
Not in England or Ireland,
Today was about 13
Scotland,
degrees, gives you an idea.
or Wales.
But anyway, I'm kind of jealous. I obviously lived in the UK. I came from the southeast and down in London there, and used to get, from my memories anyway, as a kid, and naturally, before I came over, some very warm summers. But I guess the weather's going all over the place, and you might get some snow in that part of the world there. I thought they might have had a big mountain over in that particular location where they got a bit of snow on top. But maybe not. My geography's not the best point there, Simon. Back on to you, M0YKS, that's a good call sign for a Yorkshireman. From Echo India 5, Juliet Fox.
Yeah, Roger. Well, I picked it myself, obviously, and I'm pretty chuffed with it. I've had it for, well, I got it in 2015, so I was 2E0 Hotel Tango Sierra since 2004, and I like that call sign, which stood for the building that I used to work in. But yeah, we have these random call signs. But I had that one for many a year, and then thought I'd best get my finger out, and I didn't go to a club or all. I just did a bit of self-study and then sat the exam and passed it first time. But it was a paper one. It wasn't easy. I'm not going to say it was easy. It was pretty difficult, and I had to go to a club to sit it. And yeah, it was a night not to forget. I am actually a college tutor, which I've probably told you before, so I'm not scared of exams, and I've sat plenty. I'm also a welding inspector and the rest of it, so I do a lot of serious codings and under pressure tests. But the full advanced license exam was pretty tricky, that's all I'll say. But luckily, I scraped through and got it first go, because it wasn't the cheapest either. But yeah, the call sign, I like it, M0YKS Yorkshire. And it goes with a voice, hi. But yeah, I received on the weather, it's been quite grim this side. It's like we had summer already, and especially with the lockdown, it's feeling like I've already lived through summer, and I'm entering the winter months. That's what it's certainly been feeling like the past 2 or 3 weeks. Hopefully we've got it wrong, and it's just a slight hiccup, and we'll get back to some sunny, decent days. I've got quite a few things I want to do still outside, and should be getting into it, but at the moment I've been not bothering. But yeah, working for a few more days, and then it's the official summer holidays. I've been working from home still, so I'll better stay up a bit later and enjoy some of this great DX that comes through in the twilight hours. So anyway, back to you, Andy, and I won't hold it too long, because there's a few more, I think, in there. Just wanted to give us a quick call before I pull the plug. So it's great to hear you, and the radio looks awesome and sounds awesome. So yeah, the reports are correct. You're doing a great job. Echo India 5, Juliet Fox, from Mike 0 Yankee Kilo Sierra.
Okay, Simon, M0YKS,
Yeah, no problem about the card, mate.
I'll just give you a quick story. When I got my ticket back in 87, I was given golf for one.
I've not done RF welding.
Sierra.
M0YKS, and I went on the air there on a repeater in London. I put out a very nervous call sign, Golf 1 into Lima Sierra, and the first thing I got back was disbelief that I had the call sign with wireless in it, and it took me a while to convince people that it was a call sign of mine. Yeah, that's a good one. And my G call is my turn. I think I told you before, Simon, my G call is a three-letter call, Golf 0 Juliet Alpha Yankee, and it relates to my surname. I think I mentioned that before.
Yeah.
Simon, we'll let you go.
Cool.
You work at Funeral
Cool guy.
And you're doing a really good job there from North Part of Yorkshire. Always a pleasure to work with you. And you need to do the frequency. Thanks again for the short one. M0YKS, Eco India 5 Juliet Fox in Cashel, County Tipperary. 73, bye.
Yeah, Roger, Andy, sorry for making it a short one. I'll be a bit more time next time. It's just it's getting on a bit. But by the way, if you want to check yourself out, I've done a different thing now. I've decided to I've got a YouTube channel which I've had since 2006 with a lot of people that follow it. So I've been I'm practicing on the Facebook with the live streaming. Now I've got it mastered. I'm on YouTube as well, so it's going out on YouTube at the minute. So if you just put my call sign into YouTube, you will find this stream straight away. It's a lot easier for you, but it's also on that Facebook group as well. So it's a double whammy. People can't get away from it. But now I'm just trying to promote the hobby as best as possible and get a lot of interest. More people we can get interested, obviously, more chance we have of keeping it all going on. So I think the average age is quite high, and just recently I've been hearing quite a lot of younger radio amateurs coming on board, and quite a lot of wiles as well, so it's looking promising. So anyway, great to work here, and if you hear me again, definitely give me a shout. I love to continue the QSO. Thanks very much, and I'll see who else is there. So Echo India 5, Juliet Fox, nice to have met you again, from Mike 0 Yankee Kilo Sierra 73, and have a great one.
Cheers, Simon. I'm on YouTube now. We're looking, and you'll find my YouTube video. Just look at my name. If you have in front of you with the island after it, you'll find some drone photography.
Cool. We'll have a look at that.
Simon, thanks again. From Echo India 5, Juliet Fox.
I'll certainly check that and have a look at that later then. I like that kind of stuff. 73, and have a great evening. Thanks for calling M0YKS.
Cheers, Simon.
Is there anybody else there before we call it a quits? It's Mike 0 Yankee Kilo Sierra in Yorkshire, listening by for a call. 2 Echo 0 Delta Radio United. I think I've got the call correct there. Thanks very much indeed, and nice to meet you there. My name's Simon, Sierra India Mike Oscar November. Give you a signal report on the next time around. I'm not far from Bradford, a few miles to the north. A place called Baildon, on the edge of the moors, about 600 feet ASL. 2E0 Delta Romeo United, from Mike 0 Yankee Kilo Sierra. Yep, QSL on that, Andrew. I've got you in there. You're a little bit in the noise, a little bit, but I'm getting you. Probably about 5 and 7, and the noise level's similar, so just a little bit down. But I am running a little bit more power, I would imagine. I've got about 300 watts on at the minute, so obviously it makes it a bit easier for me. But looking at the picture on QRZ, I see you're a motorcyclist. I'm also a keen motorcyclist. Well, I won't say keen, I used to be. I've got 4 motorcycles. I'm a keen motorcycle polisher, probably. That would be more accurate these days. But no, I've got a few bikes, and when the opportunity arises, I get out on it. I've got GSX R1000, so I like a bit of power and stuff, like yourself, looking at that picture. And yeah, nice to work you there. 2E0 Delta Romeo United, from Mike 0 Yankee Kilo Sugar.
Have you ever been looking at how people being the team you could see your face in that last year?
Just say that again. I just say that last bit again.
I'm doing good policy in the bank.
Oh yeah. Fair enough. Yeah, Roger, I just missed that bit, but totally got it that time. Yeah, no problem. I agree on that one. You can get some complete satisfaction with a bit of beeswax and a decent cloth, or some Solvolotosol and a good aluminium engine case. A great way to pass a few hours. But yeah, I spend quite a lot of time messing around there, especially with the older bikes. I've got a couple of classic Kawasaki KZs. I've had them for a number of years, and I used to ride them back in the day, well, still do if I fancy it. But I'm waiting for one of them's just coming up to 40 years old actually. It's just got one more. I think next year it's 40, so then it won't need a MOT and taxing. It's in mint condition. It's a KZ 750 US import custom, but I don't really like spending loads of money on it because you know, as nice as it is when you ride a GSXR 1000 and then you jump on a 1981 Kawasaki, it looks the part, but it's not really the part to ride anymore. It was back then, but now it's just something nice to have and polish and get out occasionally. So when the MOT and tax exempt comes in, I'll get it back out and go for a few rides on it. But I can't really bring myself to taxing and MOTing it all the time. I've got 4 bikes, so it gets a bit expensive. So what I tend to do is just keep 2 of them legal on the road there, and the other 2 are just for polishing high. But yeah, that's how it goes. Spent many a good hour in the bike shed there. 2E0 DRU M0YKS, and thanks for the good signal report. Back to you.
It's still happening. It's just at the garage or the next 4 months' time to take them one out. So I'm saying that in 6 weeks' time we're off to Austria on a big route. And I'm a bit closer to you and yourself.
Very nice. Great Austria on his bike.
And also so much better than planned, obviously. There's nothing else to do for you. Back to you.
Yeah, QSL sounds like you've got a nice ride lined up there, and have a safe one and a good one. I used to enjoy a lot of the touring myself. But I've got a couple of youngsters now, so I tend to go out in my Mark 7 transit van with 2 dogs, the missus, and 2 youngsters there, a load of camping gear. But yeah, I have been on plenty of tours in the past, and I used to have a Bandit for many a year. That was a good touring bike, and yeah, it's good. I've actually converted the GSXR. It's got some straight bars on it and the top yoke, so it's a bit more comfortable. It did have the drop bars on, obviously, as standard. And it's got a few extras done to it. It's been chipped and stuff. They have 185 brake horsepower standard. It's got a few more, let's put it that way. So it's quite fun to ride. But anyway, Andrew, I'm gonna crack on if you don't mind. Not being rude, but I'm gonna be getting in bed shortly. I've got to do a few more things before I go up the stairs, and I'll be getting up for work and working from home. So I have to be about reasonably early. So I won't be staying up all night. So I'm just going to see if there's anybody else, but it's wonderful to catch you, and hopefully we'll get you again, and lovely to meet you, I think, for the first time. I think you're in Chelmsford, I think, looking at QRZ. But yeah, great bike, and great to have met you there. 2E0 DRU M0YKS, back to you for a final. Excellent. Yeah, well, you came up great there. I'm going to give you a 5x9 now anyway, because your signal's getting better. Yeah, have a great ride, my friend. Stay safe and enjoy it. These are the memories that you remember forever. So 73, I hope the weather's fair. Take care. M0YKS. Bye-bye. Nice guy. Wow, that's a strong signal. I think I logged out the other station. I've just got to check, make sure I got him in there. Don't want to make any mistakes. And then you have to give me a call again because I didn't write it down. But fantastic copy and very nice sounding audio. You're way over the 9, and I'm not sure if you know where I am. I'm up in Baildon, which is north of Bradford. So sorry about that. If you just give me the call again, I'll get you in the log from M0YKS.
Yeah, no problem, Tom. M0YKS, Mexico 1, Echo United Zulu. Spitfire, is it 1950s Spitfire? Looks like the five badges top one, over.
Yeah, Roger, yeah, that was one when I was, the one on the picture I presume you're on about, at the bottom of the page. I was a young lad when I stood in front of that one, probably about 15 years old, Roger.
Okay, on that. Well, you wouldn't happen to know what mark Spitfire it was and where it was at, over.
Yeah, it has the number on it, on the tailpiece, and a friend of mine is a serious plane spotter. I thought I were down at Waddington, but he told me, because I went to a few camps when I was a kid, M1EUZ to M0YKS. I just got your call there perfectly. And I'm just trying to think now where he said it was. I thought it was Waddington, but he told me it was likely to be. It'll have to come back to me because it's a while since I had the conversation. Well, I'm not sure. I'll have to ask him and maybe tell you the info another time there. But yeah, I was in the Air Cadets. That's what the picture was taken from in the probably 1980 to 1985, and that'll have been sometime in that period there. M1EUZ, M0YKS, fantastic signal, about 30 dB over.
Okay, so I'll let you work a few more stations. No, we used to be into motorcycles myself, but I had a bit of a stroke a few years ago, and most of my eyesight disappeared with it. But then I was at 900 and some H1s and
Yeah,
H2s.
wicked. I used to have one of them.
Motor guzzies and bits and bobs like that. Anyway, I'll let you work a few more stations.
My favourite bike,
Z900. 17, mate, take care.
Yeah, Roger, Tony. Well, I'll have to catch you again because you just said my favourite buzzword, which is Z900. My favourite bike. I used to have the the Z1, KZ900 Z1B, and it was a 1979 model. And yeah, my favourite bike of all time. Even though I've got some nice bikes now, I wish I still had that one. Thanks very much for calling in. You have a fantastic signal. Great to have met you, and look forward to doing it again soon. M1EUZ M0YKS.
I suspect it's what you grow up with. I like the old triples, the old two-strokes, but I know them dated, it's just I like them. 73.
Yeah, the kettles and all that kind of stuff. Good stuff. Yeah, I used to love all that myself. 73.
Cheerio.
Yep, another nice signal. Golf 4, November, Alpha Kilo. Thanks for giving me a shout. This is Mike 0, Yankee Kilo Sierra, and my name is Simon, and the location this side is a few miles north of Bradford, in a place called Baildon, just on the edge of the moors. Very good signal. I'll give you a report on the next time round. G4NAK M0YKS. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, M0YKS from Golf 4 November Alpha Kilo. Yeah, good evening, Simon. Just to make it easy. My name is Mike 0, the Yankee, and it's 58 to the Isle of Wight. The Isle of Wight, obviously, down on the south coast of England, and a small village called Freshwater.
Very nice. I've been to the Isle of Wight. Good signal. Yeah, Roger Ray, well, it's doing a fantastic job. Great copy, 20 dB solid copy, nice sounding audio from the inverted L, and I'm running a fan dipole, homemade 80-40 fan dipole, which is up at about 30 feet at the highest point, and the lowest point is probably about 15 feet at the end each side, and then I have the inverted 40 metre one below it into an inverted V formation. The 80 metres more or less flat, sloping off on one leg, and they're pointing north to south. And the output power, I'm just running about 300 watts tonight, not full whack, driving it with about 10 watts from the FD1000 MP Mark V field. I've got a GM5 Heil mic, and the amplifier is a couple of ceramic GI7B valves. That's the situation, but yeah, the band seems to be in super shape, and great to be getting a contact into the Isle of Wight. I haven't been down there since I was a kid. Possibly, I'll tell you when it was. When the Falklands War ended, I was still on the beach watching the ships go by from the Isle of Wight, so quite a long time. M0YKS, back to you.
Around, and it does make things a little bit awkward at times. So what's your best of 73? It's nice to meet you for the first time.
Great copy on 100 watts.
Local noise and static during the day, and it's virtually unworkable.
Oh, mine's like that.
Okay, but it doesn't resist. It's awful resisting area. So just always everything on 80 is generally late at night. Whenever
Same here, I've got the same problem. Yeah, oh, I totally agree with you, Ray. I have exactly the same issue with my setup here. I mean, as soon as I get up in the morning, 80 metres is a no-goer right up until well, probably about 8 o'clock. So it's very noisy, probably with all the local computers, Xboxes and all the rest of it from the kids and stuff. But I've got a vertical as well, so I can use that. Funnily enough, the vertical is very quiet on 80. Zero noise, but obviously it doesn't put out quite as good a signal into G. It's okay for DX, but for into G it's not much cop, and during the day that's what the main 80 metre band consists of. So that you want the dipole, but I'm in the same boat. Unless I receive on one and transmit on the other there. But yeah, lovely to have met you tonight, Raymond, from the Isle of Wight, and I do appreciate you giving me the call. If you hear me again, give me a shout. You're working really well with 100 watts. Very nice copy indeed. Golf 4 November Alpha Kilo, thanks for calling. Best 73 from Mike 0 Yankee Kilo Sierra. Catch you again, bye bye.
Yeah, 73 Simon, nice to meet you for the first time. Stay upright, stay safe, and regards to the family there.
Yeah, same for yourself there. Stay safe and healthy, bye bye. Anybody else by? This is Mike 0 Yankee Kilo Sierra, M0YKS listening. I'm quiet. I've got a couple in there. I'll just take the MW7 first and then the Golf 0 if that's okay, because he just was a little bit quicker on the mic there. MW7 Bravo question mark, go ahead.
Yeah, Roger. It's MW7BLU.
Yeah, Roger, and I've got the other station as well. Both very good signals. Very nice to meet you there, and thanks very much indeed for giving me a shout. My name's Simon, and I've just got you on QRZ, so I presume your name's David there. You're 5x9, very good copy, and the location this side is Baildon, which is about 6 to 7 miles north of Bradford City. We're just on a hill, a place called Baildon Moor, which is just on the edge of the Pennines. Good copy, 5x9 plus. Give you an accurate one next time round. MW7BLU M0YKS. Yeah, I've got you about 5x9 plus 10 there, David, so you're doing really well with all the attenuation switched off. I've just got it on at the moment. I'll put it back on, it sounds a bit nicer. It drowns out all the noise. But yeah, great to meet you, and thanks for giving us a call. And I'll say 73 if that's okay, and pick up the G0 station. Look forward to working again down there in Bangor. I've passed through that way many times on my way to Anglesey. Nice part of the world. MW7BLU M0YKS. Have a good sleep, and thanks for calling. Bye bye. Yeah, the G0 station, are you still in there? This is Mike 0 Yankee Kilo Sierra listening. Yeah, I like the call sign. G0HBS. I used to be 2E0HTS. So yeah, I like the sound of that one, Roger. And very nice to meet you. Again, I don't think we've worked before. Good signal and extremely nice sounding audio over to Baildon, which is north of Bradford. Wonder how you're copying. I'll give you a report on the next one. This is M0YKS, back to G0HBS.
The two tapes here is Charlotte, which is about 50 west of City Manchester. You are about 5 and 9 plus 20, but I've got about an S5, S6 noise level here. So hope you copy me then, Simon, G0HBS.
Yeah, Roger, I'm getting you the same. I've got a solid copy, good 20 dB, and there's no noise coming in with you. You're way over the top of the noise. And sounding great. Very nice, solid copy indeed. I'm not sure what you're running there. I've got a homemade fan dipole this side, 8040, and I'm putting out around about 300 watts into it. But very nice indeed, so you're doing well. I wonder if you can tell what the antenna is there. G0HBS, M0YKS.
Well, I'm running about 50 watts.
Doing well.
0 watts. And the antenna is a full-size G5RV in the back garden running roughly north to south. So
Doing
that's
good
all
job.
I'm running. I'm not running any high power. I've no linear. It's all barefoot. And 3.5 meg isn't my best frequency here, because if I put too much out, I tend to switch next door's bedroom light on, because they've got those stupid red ones. I can't do anything about it, so I don't
I know what you mean.
high power on, on the 3.5. Anyway, back to you there, Simon. G0XPS.
Yeah, you just put a smile on my face there, Roger. G0HBS. I have a similar issue on 80 metres, funnily enough, and it's an LED issue also. It's a garden one though. Next door neighbours have they've got a lot of LEDs suspended up in the air. It's almost like a cobweb if you look at it, and it goes across spans across the entire garden because I've got a bar in it. And obviously, when I'm operating on 80 metres, it's like a disco. And the biggest laugh of all was they weren't aware that it was anything to do with me, even though I've got numerous antennas up. And one night it was frantically wandering around the garden with a torch, looking a bit worried, and I said, "What's your problem?" And he said, "Oh, it's these lights, they keep coming on, and it's not even plugged in," and he had his transformer in his hand. So yeah, I know the problem. So yeah, that's why I'm running about 300 now. If I whack it up to the full 400, I'm actually on about 200 at the minute. It does tend to get quite bright out there, but at this time of night we can get away with it because everybody's asleep. So they've got some LEDs in the front garden around some bushes, and they've got some in the back suspended, so it's front to back disco when I'm talking there. But yeah, I know what it's like. And these LEDs, you see, they're and all these bits of wire joining together, perfect resonators. But yeah, good copy, and it's the fun of the hobby. Z0 Hotel Bravo Sierra, making me laugh. This is M0YKS.
Okay there, Simon. Yeah, I can understand that. And yeah, I think that would look quite good. Not the last QTH, but the QTH before that.
Evening to you, Fred, stateside.
And I had an inverted P there, and I also had a Kenwood DL922 linear on the end. And I used to be able to put the PIR on and off with the Morrison. That was interesting. HBS.
Roger, yeah, it's the fun, isn't it? It's surprising what happens. I mean, only tonight I operated on 10 metres earlier, and I wasn't aware that I had any issues until I tried talking to an Italian chap on, oh no, an SSB contact, that's right. I went on FM, I worked a Italian chap on Simplex, that was fine. But when I was on SSB, I ran a bit of power, and the computer mouse disappeared off the screen. So obviously I was getting a bit of RF in there, so I've got a bag of ferrites which I'll have a look at tomorrow, but I keep finding these little issues that pop up every now and again, and you don't always know they're there until you try to do something. I spent an awful lot of time putting ferrites around the internet cables and the Wi-Fi system and the phone lines, and that seems to be okay. I had a few issues with that at one point on 80, but I fixed all that. So yeah, it's just a case of keep going, and you'll get there in the end. But then someone buys a different LED and it all starts again. But yeah, it's great to have met you, Roger. I'm going to push on if you don't mind, because it's just about midnight and I'm not going to be on for very much longer now. I've been active, I don't know how long I've been on, but possibly looking at the log, I'll just have a quick look. I've been at it since about 11, is it? Something like that. So a good old hour and a half almost. So back to you for a final, and I'll hopefully catch you again very soon. You've put in a very nice signal this way. G0HBS M0YKS.
Okay then, Simon, thank you very much for that. And yeah, it's nice to know at least I can get through till 3.5, but...
No, certainly can.
Anyway, I will wish you best best of health, you and your family there. Take care with all the books that are floating around, and I'll see you further down the road. I'm not working now, I'm retired. I'm retired from the NHS, so I do understand a lot of the problems that's around. I was a retired physicist, so I
You
do
know the score.
understand a lot of the problems that's going. Anyway, all the best, Simon, and I'll see you further down the road. G0HBS.
Yeah, Roger. Well, thanks very much for indeed for coming in, Roger. And it's lovely to have met you. And the G5RV is working fantastic with the low power. You're really cracking through. And if you want to find out just how well you're doing, I'm streaming it live on YouTube. If you put my call sign in YouTube, you'll find the video stream. And you'll be towards the end of it because I'm going to be ending shortly. So you can hear the signal strength and the quality of the signal, which is fantastic. And I'm not exaggerating, it truly is a good copy. So the G5RV is doing a fine job. I have had one myself many years ago. A lot of people moan about them, but I didn't find it a particularly bad antenna. So yeah, I'm running the FAM 8040 monoband dipole system, but the G5RV always worked okay for me. So keep up the good work, and we'll listen for you again soon, and maybe get you on a different band. G0HBS, nice to have met you. Do appreciate you giving us a call from M0YKS 73.
Okay then, Simon, take care, and I'll see you further down the road. I'm usually on 20 quite a bit, so you never know
I'll
where
probably
my
get him.
feet are on there.
Probably will.
G0HBS listening out. Cheers.
Yeah, I'll certainly listen for you. I'm on there all the time. It's my usual place to play on an evening about this kind of time. So we might run into each other. 73, and thanks for calling. Take care. Very nice.
Echo, Quebec, Sierra.
Very nice copy. Golf 6 Echo Quebec Sierra. Thanks very much indeed for giving me a call. This is Simon, and the location is near Bradford, a few miles to the north. A place called Baildon, which is on the edge of the Pennines on the moors. And my call is Mike 0 Yankee Kilo Sierra. Very good copy. I'll give you a report on the next one. G6 Echo Queen Sierra from M0YKS. The band seems to be in very good shape tonight. Over.
Yeah, M0YKS, G6CQS. Yeah. Very good evening, Simon. You're peaking 20 overnight, 20 degrees overnight. My name is John, Juliet Oscar, Hotel November, and we're located in a small town called Rushton. It's quite Northamptonshire, but we're about 10 miles to the north of Bedford, so that's where we are. I've got
Excellent.
your QRZ page up, and I've got a picture of you sitting in front of all your
Looking dodgy as usual.
equipment there, very nice too.
Good stuff. I can hear that you can hear everybody. Well done.
100 and 100 watts to a trap dipole.
Working well.
Back to you, Simon. M0YKS G6CQS.
Well, you've got a fantastic signal with the trap dipole, John, and that 100 watts. It's a very good copy. I probably could switch the amplifier off, to be honest, and work barefoot. Well, I'm not particularly driving it hard anyway. I'm just peaking around 2 to 250 really on average. So that's what we're running at tonight. But you're coming through just as good as if you had some high power on it. Must be extremely good conditions, and you're 20 over, and the audio is fantastic. So working really well from Hastings. I think you said you were in, or Northampton at least, I know that, 'cause I'm looking at QRZ also. Oh, that's your name. Sorry about that, John. From Northampton, that's it. It's getting late. But yeah, your fantastic audio quality, and the radio sounding very nice indeed. This is an FT1000 Mark 5 field, which you can probably see in the picture, and it's basically just as you can see on the picture. Everything is set there, and I've had to set up for a number of years, and it's doing me no problem, so I don't really plan on changing. I know there's a lot of very nice modern radios with all the spectrums and the displays and the rest of it, but I kind of like the feel of this one, and the knobs and the buttons and the rest of it there. I don't really need to move on just yet. So that's the situation. A bit of a waffle, but I'm kind of getting to that stage of the night, I'm afraid. You'll have to bear with me. But yeah, great copy, and lovely to meet you. G6 EQS M0YKS, 20 dB over. Back to you.
Yeah, okay, Simon. Full copy of the audio, and
Nice.
yeah, very nice signal. So you're doing a good job there, and obviously you've spoken to a lot of people this evening. I've got a linear here. I haven't used it for a number of weeks. I think I will have to connect it up. I've only had the 7300 for about, well, just under 3 weeks now. I've also got the 756.
Evening, Chris.
Which is a nice receiver, but I thought I'd go for
Facebook massives.
with the touch screen. Anyway, Simon.
Hi, Steve.
It's midnight plus a minute, I think, and you may want to work 1 or 2 more there. Lovely to talk to you, and hope we'll meet further down the line. M0YKS.
I'm sure we will. Yeah, John, thanks very much indeed for calling. I do appreciate it. I've had some great calls tonight. It's been very enjoyable indeed, and it seems to be very nice band conditions here on 80. I'm glad I chose to come on 80. I quite often go up on 20 and work a bit of DX. Last night I was speaking to a few guys, and worked a guy in Montserrat. It was a great signal. I managed to catch him again at the end of the night, like he was on the side. So the band was in good shape. But I fancied a change tonight. I know there was 1 or 2 coming through when I checked it, but it's great to have a little play down here on 80 and work a few into G stations. I enjoy it just as much. So yeah, great stuff. And you take care, stay safe, keep up the fantastic signals. And well, you say you might have to switch the amp on sometime or get older one. I didn't quite work that one out 100%, but I won't really worry too much because the copy is awesome. It's solid signal and really nice and strong with brilliant sounding audio. And yeah, we'll catch you again soon. G6 EQS, very good evening to you, good morning from M0YKS, best 73.
Yeah, 73, Simon. Take care there, and we'll catch you again in G6 EQS.
Many thanks indeed, good night. The India Papa station, go again please.
Yeah, M0YKS. This is Robbie again.
Yeah, is it EI2? I forgot. Is it EI, or EI? What is it again? Give me it again. Sorry. That's it. Yeah, Roger, Robbie. Sorry about that. I'm getting to the stage where my brain's starting to get a bit tired. But yeah, lovely copy tonight, Robbie. I'm hearing you in there, no problem, my friend. I trust you well over there in Limerick, in Ireland. And I like that picture, by the way. I never mentioned it. Love the one with the electric guitar. Echo India 2 India Papa. You're over the 5x9 mark from M0YKS. I'll give you a proper report next time round. Yeah, 20. Robbie from YouTube. And also from the Facebook group. Yeah, Roger. Well, you're doing all right. Anyway, Robbie, EI2IP, M0YKS. And I just read that little bit about making contacts with the Russian space station Mira in the late 90s. Funnily enough, you know, I met Alexander Volkov in person, the U4MIR, that's his call sign. He came to college where I work, probably about 10 years ago, or a little bit more maybe now. And I used to have a place called the Star Centre, which I helped set up, which was a science technology kind of inspirational place for youngsters. And I had some equipment there, and Alexander Volkov and a couple of other Russian cosmonauts came over to give a talk. And once they saw the shack, he played all afternoon with me in there, ham radio, and we made some contacts back to the Russian base. But anyway, I thought I'd mention that because I've just read that you worked Mira and you liked all that kind of stuff there. I've got the card with his signature on it. Echo India 2 India Papa, great to get you again and doing a super job. 5x9 plus 20 from M0YKS.
Yeah, thanks for that. Probably one of my biggest regrets is that I never actually sent off for the QSL card to go with her. But I can tell you on YouTube, so I have it on YouTube, but I did sorry, I couldn't get a recording of it. I kept the MP3, so I have the MP3 file on my YouTube page. But I think I have maybe 4 or 5 contacts with the space station. But back then I had a quite a great setup. I had a 24-foot long jack on the roof. You know, on the wall. I could set up back then, Simon. I'm talking now from your chest. But yeah, you're in good on it. It's really exciting and yeah, you don't get those opportunities on HSS or Simon, but yeah.
Satellite stuff, space station stuff. Yeah, we're doing well. 3rd band now. Yeah, Roger, great stuff, Robbie. Well, we're doing really well. 3 bands in probably a fortnight. That's not bad going. The wonderful thing about this live streaming, you see, some people knock it, some people love it, and for us personally, it's a fantastic method of meeting each other on the air and actually getting to work each other. Because I mean, the amount of years myself and yourself have been in contact via comments and messages is quite a long time, and finally now we're getting a QSO on a regular basis, so it's wonderful. Really appreciate you hunting me down and catching me tonight, Robbie. And I watched a bit of your stream earlier also. Loving the SDR radio, it looks great. Keep up the fantastic work, keep posting all the videos, really like it. And I'm sure all the other guys on the side, there's quite a lot of guys, I'll give them a shout in a bit before I sign. But yeah, lovely to have worked you. And obviously I received about what you said about Mira and the space station and the rest of it there. Worked them a few times on ISS, worked through the repeater a few times, and spoken to Richard Garriott and in a bit back a day, and a few of the other astronauts, and heard plenty of school transmissions and stuff like that. Probably get me Arrow satellite antenna back out next week. Obviously I've got my main satellite array on the house, but I fancy getting up out on the moors and getting the handhelds out there. But anyway, we'll catch you soon, mate, because I'm going to pull the plug shortly and get some shut-eye. But thanks for giving me a shout again, and I wonder what band we're going to work on next. Echo India 2 India Papa, Mike 0 Yankee Kilo Sugar. Back to you. We would then.
So yeah, I think I want to sound like but yeah, I never had in contact with the across the world. I'd like to get at some stage. I never had the proper answer of finance, and it's good the job of when you look at the business and something maybe I might look at maybe sometime in the year or something like that maybe. But trying to get back, you know.
Yeah, it's all about the GS 5500 azimuth elevation system for satellites.
And it works quite well, and it's actually good training as well. I've had a bit of software, a bit of training, so yeah. We're trying to do this more. Technically, I get the call back again. And the phone is again, Simon. Have a good week. Stay safe. So 5014, GRI,
Yeah, QSL Robbie, well, it's absolutely wonderful to get you. And yeah, I'm sure we'll meet on satellites. It's inevitable. I haven't been as active lately. You've probably heard me going on about it. I've just got to put a couple of cable ties on one of the feeders on the 437 X beam. It's all in good order, but I don't want to start elevating it and twisting it around at the minute because the coax is come down a bit lower and it might just touch the roof tiles once I get it on elevated up to 90 degrees. But yeah, I received on getting minding the G5500 azimuth elevation controller. They are good, I must admit. But I've had more fun with the tripod and the handheld one, or just as much fun. And the biggest success is with the space station. I've been on the homemade IO satellite antenna, which I've got up at my cabin on the moors, and that's just set to a 30 degrees elevation fixed. And that's what I did all the damage on back in the day there. So I've still got that homemade. It's must be 10 or 15-year old and it's still working well. So on that note, have a great night, and I'm probably going to pull the plug. I'll just see if there's one more and then I'm going to get out of here because I need to go to the little boys' room. So great to catch you, and thanks very much indeed for everything you've been doing. Take care, look forward to catching you real soon. Echo India 2 India Papa, Mike 0 Yankee Kilo Sugar. Best wishes your way, 73, stay safe.
Good morning, good night, and got the phone text again.
Good stuff. Yeah, many thanks. Thanks for all the support you've given us. 73, it's appreciated. Bye-bye. Yeah, if there's anybody else, I'm going to give one more shout and then it's time to hit the little boys' room. This is M0YKS listening. Thank you. I don't know who that was, but thanks very much. You're a good signal. 73. Mike Whiskey 1 Echo Papa India, is that right? Ah, great stuff, Dylan. I'm glad I've got you in the log, mate. I can hang on a little bit longer for you, buddy, even if I have to sit here with my legs crossed. Yeah, lovely to work you, mate. You're coming through great. Very nice signal, and great to get you. I think, is this the first time we've worked each other over?
Yeah, I think it's the first time we've worked each other. I have heard you a few times. I've been watching your videos for years, for many, many years. And you're always a strong signal here, you know, on every band I can hear you on 20. You're not very strong on 20, obviously, but I can still hear you. And obviously 40 and 80 I hear you well. This is quite a new antenna for me, a G5RV. I usually use mono batters, but I got a mono
20 over.
The G5 fits perfectly, so it's only had it there for a couple of months, but it works very well on 80.
Sounding good.
Really well on 40 as well.
So Dylan's one of the Facebook live stream group members, as well as a YouTube member. Sounding nice. Excellent stuff, Dylan. Well, it's working well, is that G5RV. You're the second guy with a great signal using one, so you seem to be doing a good job actually, especially into G. And yeah, thanks for the feedback on the good signal report from your part of the world on a lot of the bands there. I am pretty high up. I've got a good 600 feet ASL and a great path in your direction. I could probably work you on 2 meters on a good day. I have worked a couple of stations on the North Welsh coast before, especially when there's a lift on. I've had a few in the past, so it is possible we'll get a 2 meter FM simplex contact one time. I'm certainly sure we'd get an SSB one on 2 meter band. But yeah, wonderful to hear that you can hear me 20, 40 and 80. And there's a good 115 miles as the crow flies, so that's not too bad. But yeah, good stuff. Well, I love Anglesey, obviously, I've spent every year there for the last 15 years down at the place I mentioned to you. The picture you put on Facebook tonight of the adder, I like that one. And obviously that's exactly where I go for my holidays. So next time I'm down there, we will be checking you out, and I'm getting a message to get off the toilet. But yeah, I'll be checking you out next time if that's all right. But I'm not sure if it'll be this year or whether it'll be next year now. But certainly we'll be paying you a little visit there. And I love it, that part of the world that you're at. It's a very nice, picturesque place, and decent for the aircraft, obviously, and lovely beaches. I'm not going to say too much because everybody will be going and it'll be getting spoilt. But yeah, good place, and excellent radio operating spot. So I can imagine that you get some superb contacts from where you are there. But yeah, great signal. You 20 dB over, solid copy. I just unattenuated everything and give you a real signal report, and it went up to 59 plus 20. So great to have got you on tonight, Dylan, and you'll be the last call for me, and I'll say best wishes to you down there in Anglesey. Mike Whiskey 1 Echo, Papa India, Mike 0 Yankee Kilo Sugar. Back to you. Cross-legged. Fox Yankee 5 Hotel Bravo. Oh.
Well, I've got a picture on QR to see the view from the garden type of, we are in a good location for the radio. Very good for 40 meters. Very good location. Zero of noise. Pretty much here exactly. I have no noise at all, 80 meters.
Yeah, wow. Nice place. Just looking at his pictures.
But I'm very privileged. I put up the other side of the island, which is my field center. I built a house here 12 years ago now, so I'm trying to be nice. We need to go back there, but in fact we're really my driveway sign, so we always get back down my friend. We just park in the driveway.
Excellent. I'll be there.
They do the testing just out in the back of the field here, helicopter training and things like that, so it's quite good, especially when the Americans are here and they're doing their training here.
Sounds like I'll be there. I will. You'll know. I'll bring some Yorkshire tea bags. Yeah, Roger Dylan, I'm just looking at that picture now. Wow, what a location. That is a fantastic view, is that. I love it. And I will certainly be wanting to see it for real. So you can count on that one, Dylan. I will definitely be coming and paying you a visit. That is 100% guaranteed in gold. So you'll see me down at your end as soon as obviously normality kicks in and we can pay people a visit without causing them any stress. So yeah, hopefully it won't be that far in the future, because I love your part of the world, and I've been to it, like I said, every year for the last 15 years or so, and I've still not checked everywhere out yet. Keep finding new little places, and it's great. So the kids love it, and it's just a nice place to go, and not too far either. It takes me probably best part of 2 hours, 2.5 hours, so it's a decent drive from this part of the world, and very scenic, especially when you hit the once you get into your part of the world, all the coastline and that, great views all the way. So yeah, look forward to it. We'll certainly make it a date. But in the meantime, you take care, stay safe, enjoy the fresh air and the lovely views. I'm very envious. I mean, it's very nice around here, obviously, but it's always nice to see other people's views as well. So have a good night's sleep, my friend, and give me a call again. We'll have another QSO. Thanks for shouting tonight. Mike Whiskey 1 Echo, Papa India. See you on Facebook and on YouTube from M0YKS. 73. All the best. Bye bye. 73. So, I'm now going to go QRT. I'm just going to say many thanks to everybody calling in, any shortwave listeners. Wish you a very good night, and hopefully catch you again soon from M0YKS in Baildon, north of Bradford. Now closing down. 73 all. Nice one, guys. So yeah, I've enjoyed that one. That was a serious session. Wasn't sure just how well it was going to go. and as you can see, it were very busy. So 80 meters was popular, and I just want to say a few shout outs to M0YKS for a great QSO. Thanks very much. I want to say a shout out to M0YKS down there in Swindon. Thanks for joining us. Obviously, shout out to, where is it now? I saw one from the Caribbean. I forgot where I saw it now. Let's have a look. Scrolling through it all. I know there's 2E0WLQ in there. Let's have a look. Whoa. Oh yeah, Fox Yankee 5 Hotel Bravo. I'm just going to look you up, find out who you are. I'm a nosy guy. I like to know who's. So, nice to meet you. And that is one nice picture. So I think that's Saeed, if I've got it correct, from French Guyana. So we'll get you in the log next time, my friend, from French Guyana. Look forward to making a contact with you maybe tomorrow night or one evening when I'm up on the higher bands. We'll beam in your direction. Nice pictures, love the pictures, and love the snakes. So yeah, and the antenna system's looking awesome. So yeah, I'm just looking at the QRZ. Fantastic. So thanks for giving us a shout on the comments and watching the live stream. I'll just send a few shout outs to my friends from Facebook, from the group over there. So Alex, Bonds, Tim, Turner, Dylan again, Tim Hughes, G5TM, Alexandra, Travis over there stateside, my mate 2E0RIZ, Craig, local, Dave M0GY, Monica over there in Europe, Portugal I believe, Dave 2E0, I've forgotten now, but I know you're DJ Dave, take care buddy, Tony Garner, Scouse Davies, I hope you're feeling well my friend, Chris Hall, 2E0EEY, Arthur, up there in Scotland, Kev, over there in North East, Carl, local in Wakefield, G1YPQ, Baz, PA, 4BAS, doing well remembering, the missus in there, Louise, M3TLL, Wes, a good buddy with a Harley, over there, Ilkley Way, Alan, Lancashire, M1DHA, Phil, M1PAC, Keighley, Colin, McLaughlin, up there. I think I'm not sure if you're Ireland or Scotland, but good night to you, I know you're in there a lot. Defy, Seamy, Kevin Kerr, Rowley, Camperman, Daniel Kerr, Kelvin Bennett, Daz Worthington, wow, Dingo Bradley, Dave Bayton, Tony Ashurst, Kath Fawley, Ronan, Robbie, John and Rune. Hopefully I've got you all. Just have a quick check on there, make sure I've not missed anybody off this page. I think we've got you all. So yeah, I think we have. So I'm going to say 73 to Caribbean, 73 to Europe, 73 to stateside, 73 South America, 73 Indonesia, Far East, Philippines, Yorkshire is going. We'll catch you next time. Thanks for joining the live stream. Subscribe, like, all the business, and we'll see you soon. Bye bye. M0YKS.